Yeah, big welcome to you, my dear Leo. So the sun has moved on the 22nd of December, which was yesterday, into Capricorn. The 21st of December was the winter solstice, one of the shortest days. And up in the North Pole, where we see the northern lights, the sun does not move for 3 days. And on the 25th, again, it starts to rise. Now, we think it's the sun, but it's the earth that's moving. Always remember, it's where you have your feet on, it's where you think you're grounded on. It's where you base all your faith on. Is this earth, is this groundedness, is this materialness is moving, not the sun. The sun is the center of our galaxy. Now, so Capricorn, exactly the power, the next phase that we are going to go through is the darkest month, right? This feels like we are going through a big transition. And the interesting thing here is it's a cardinal sign. It's beginning the winter. And Capricorn is the goat, is for me the god Pan. And I have the Handel Tarot. And in the Handel Tarot, we see the rune alphabet and the Hebrew alphabet. And both of them mean eye. The third eye, the horns, the getting up into this inner knowledge, this inner looking. And from there's no direction. There's no past, there's no future, there's no up, there's no down, there's just this present moment. There's the sixth dimension, and the sixth dimension connected to the third eye is binding us to the devil. And so here the pentagram that's pointing downwards to the third eye, the horns, the attachment to an energy that is very material, very, like I said, grounded, but it's what's moving. It's not the sun that's moving. Saturn is the planet that's connected to Capricorn, and so Capricorn is highlighting the moon, which is stationing in your sign right now. You are the sun, you are the summer, you are a fixed sign, you are passion, and this is power. So you might just this month find the power of the third eye and see the passion to climb up, right? There's almost like a cyclical message here of the sun, which is your planet, which is connected to you, is now stationing in the darkest month. And it's almost like you've got to get through that, through the third eye, looking into the dark so that you can see the light, that you can see what message wants to come to you. And that is always this beautiful card, the woman in white with the orange, Leo. The Leo, or the lion, the wild, the energy of sexuality, the passion, the creativity, taming that to such an extent that it becomes like an infinite eight, right? A cycling around you that is through up and down, and then eight, just in a ladder. It's always the same, bringing the opposite energies together. You are the King of Wands. If your birthday is between July 13 and August 12, you are the classical King of Wands. If not, please look in the description below. I have written all the dates for all the court cards. So here you are sitting on your throne, and you are noticing that the sun is energetically in Capricorn, it's going to tempt you, it's going to make you realize your attachments to what exactly? And a liberation, right? To liberate yourself, to look deeper within where the moon is, to look deeper within this exchange, this communication between these two. One hand is on her head, the other one is underneath her mouth. And it's the right hand that is underneath the mouth and the left on on the head, with the infinite symbol above her head. So let's have a look, right, what the reading is wanting to tell you, because the like I said, the rune word, this is the rune symbol, and this is the Hebrew symbol. It's called Ein, and the rune symbol, I have it written down, is Algis, and it's man, or it's also the horned god, it's nature god Pan, it's a human, and it's giving you the protection of the bad eye. The third eye in Africa is actually a bad eye, so it's really like controlling the people not to use it. So this month is all about how are you going to use the third eye. Are you going to really go deeper within it and learn from it? Let's find out. The first card is a creativity oracle, and I want you to look at it before I say what the name is and the number of this card. Just feel the card. What do you feel? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel not so good? Limits. Know that limiting attitudes are often formed as a protective reaction to past events. The number 38, which is the number 11, which becomes a portal. So it's funny, like before I had like these fluffy things here, and each time when I spoke strongly they were fluffing, and now it's the candlelight. Okay, so the number 11. Let's see if we're gonna have another 11. In November, something made you realize that here is something limiting you. And you looking into the past, and there is a cut to the future. There is now something inside of you that is still, I mean, this is very clear, right? Some kings look straight at us. Some kings look into the future. Some kings look into the past. So it's very interesting how they position them. So it's clear you're looking into the past, but something is saying, okay, behind you is something that is wanting to teach you that the limitation has truly to do with the past. The next card that comes up is the beaver. I'm going to put this away. The beaver is the animal spirit guidebook, and I'm going to look in a minute of what the beaver wants to tell you. All right, so beaver. Here it is. Hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. So you have been working hard on yourself, I guess, to break free from limits that have come into your world from the past. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. And to bring it into balance is physical labor and selfless service. So maybe you are invited to help those who are even in a more of a limited energy, right? Who as well had a story, so that we can free ourselves from a storytelling energy. Noticing that others maybe have it even worse makes us help to see that our situation isn't that bad. But I think you working hard on liberating yourself from these past energies, and it's time to face it. It's almost time to get away from looking into the past and start to make a cut. It's almost like this is the cut here, you see that? And now in this dark month, which is, right, what the devil is, I mean, it's one of the darkest cards if you look at it, right? It's a black background. There's no other card in the 22 major arcanas that is black like that. It's the only one that has this dark background. And it's just speaking of let go of the old, let go of things that happened in your past, because what is coming to you is the light, is the snow, is the silence. Look at that. So it's like speaking of a structure of this horse. Looks like it's, right, it's kind of standing there. It doesn't look like happy, doesn't look like it's, and still up here, as you can see, there is a star, a 5-pointed star, and it's point up, right? It's pointing up, and the devil, it's pointing down. And it's just saying that things are turned around, things are twisted, the earth is in such a tilt, right? It's not the sun that is not rising or it's setting, it's the earth that is spinning, and it's bringing your awareness to the fact that in nature you will find the true healing of those limitations of the past events that happened to you, and you are working so hard on them that you have to give yourself a rest. You have to give yourself now a moment of being silent, and recovery will then come to you. And you see, it's all the same colors, it's all black and white, it's all about the story of, interesting enough also, right, the dark and the light. You are that after the 21st of June, on the 22nd of, I think, on the 22nd, 23rd of July, you begin, right, you begin this strong summer energy. And it's this opposite kind of energy, but it's not, because Cancer is connected to Capricorn, and opposite of you is Aquarius. So the star of Aquarius is already here. The hope is here. You do see that this is a sign to look deeper within and to be really there, because even snowflakes have this kind of beautiful star pattern. I think it's speaking of now really emerge into the age of Aquarius, into the stars, into, you got to realize what it means to be into the opposite energy of you. And it's here. it's here because you getting from the Four of Cups the invitation to let go of where you're looking at, letting go of looking at the limitations. Limitations are here to free us, to make us stronger, to break us free from it. You've been working hard on it, and you deserved a break. You have this snow, you have this silence, and now it's almost like you think the work is done, and it's never done. It continues because even though you've done all that work, you have to realize now it's the real liberation is to continue living in a very beautiful way. It's very interesting. It's almost like when we have a problem, we're holding so much on to the problem. It's that we don't realize that letting it go is the real liberation. Is also like, to who are you without that problem? All of a sudden you a person not so interesting anymore. People are like, how are you? Oh, I'm not so good. Oh, what's going on? It's like, how are you? And you say, I'm amazing. Oh, okay. People don't ask you more. They don't want to know why you're so happy, right? They want to hear why you're so unhappy. So the hope, the Aquarian age is here. The hope of knowing that up here is the star, knowing that you can overcome this, the Four of Cups, is Moon in Cancer. And Moon in Cancer is giving us sometimes a feeling that we missed an opportunity, that we are a little frustrated at our results, but your results should be amazing because you have then right after the Age of Aquarius, the star, the hope. Never let go of that you should hold on. And after that comes, and it's very interesting, you have quite an intense energy here. You have the Red Garden, the number 8, and you have again the 9 of Swords, speaking of a true liberation, a true freedom, opposite of this Red Garden, opposite of this woman that's in the red flowers. She is the red flower here. She's not noticing because something is really pulling her down. And of course we got to connect with this one bird, because here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 birds, but the 9th, go to the 9th, and in the 9th you may liberate yourself a little further from the limits that have given you hard times. But here it's the star and here it's the white bird. It's always the same. Up in the heavens is the answer. Then comes the Knight of Swords, which is a Gemini, reversed, and the 6 of Swords, which is Mercury in Aquarius. So the Aquarian age is speaking to you. The Aquarian age is saying, liberate, fly away, find the information, find. From the 6 is Gemini, and the Lovers is the number 6, the self-love. Find anything that you can liberate yourself for this self-love, right? Self-love is, how do we find self-love? It's not easy to find self-love if we are in a state of nightmares, worry, feelings of depression or anxiety, insomnia. An opportunity to find courage, a time to focus on safety and the things that are going well in your life, right? That's what you got to do. And so looking at the Knight reversed, it's saying unfocused, scattered energy, impatience, maybe acting sometimes too quickly, the need for a logical solution, feeling held back by frustrating circumstances, stalling, being hard-edged and emotionally unavailable, unpredictability. So it's quite intense, right? What the age of Aquarius is literally pulling out of you. But as you can see, it's almost like it's a mirror. You see that? It's like here are the birds, here are the birds. And it's like, it's almost like it's that mirror picturing. And we don't know, is this the water? Or is this the water? Is this the sky? Is this the sky? Right? I mean, and it's very interesting how the card is somehow, yeah, fitting. So if I turn it this way, it's interesting. It's also going forward. It's flying up into the sky and learning everything about how you can liberate yourself, how can you free yourself on a mental level, on those seed levels that are now coming to you, which is the Four of Pentacles, which is the Sun in Capricorn, and the Seven of Pentacles reverse, which is Saturn in Taurus. So this Sun in Capricorn is making you realize to climb up, to become stable, to become strong is good. It's not something that you have to push away. It's not something that you have to think it's bad. It's like on a spiritual level, we are allowed to make our money. We are allowed to have enough to live a good life. And so the Seven is giving up too early. And again, it's the same in the Nine of Swords, giving up too early, being impatient, losing faith, not following it through, frustration with rewards. Right? So there's a pattern. It's almost saying, okay, you should look at this as a blessing. Don't ever make this a limit, right? Know that limiting attitudes are often formed as protective reactions to past events. Let that go. Really, truly, let that go. See in the third eye all the stories. See the hard work that you've been doing. See that you are through the snow, through these stars, reaching a level of realizing the star quality is opposite of you. And if you connect to that, you will be freeing yourself, because one is looking back and one is looking forward. You will free yourself and you will literally come out of this. And even though you have to go still through some back and forth, right? Because it's never done. Apparently it's never done. The cycle keeps going on forever and ever and ever. So what's the rush, right? So you don't need to rush, you don't need to run. So maybe that's why it's upside down. So it's like, okay, stop your brain, relax, come on, come arrive with this bird, and then notice that these 6 birds make 7 birds. 7 is then the success, the chariot. And here you have 4 coins and 7. Here's the portal number 11. 38, 11, 11. So this 11-11 portal in November in Scorpio was bringing quite some things to you that you had to wake up. And you have here the number 34, which is also a 7 here. The 7 is that the mind, quiet the mind. This is all swords, this is all thinking. Quiet the mind through silencing, through meditation, through going deep into the woods to get away from society, right? And you have the 8 and the 8. right? This is the 8, opposite of you 8, the 17. This is an 8. And of course here we have a 9, the completion, the getting to clear all those things that are still holding you back from this limited thinking. But there is, the star is there. Connect with it, hold on to it, know it's opposite of you, always opposite of you. And then we have the 11 portal, which is giving you a new awareness of the number 4, the sun in Capricorn, the third eye, using the third eye, almost protecting your head, your hair in a turban. It's like Kundalini, using the mantras, using the third eye, using the inner power to go deep within to the 7, to go deep within into the earth, where you are protecting your money, where you are realizing you got to protect it. And where is it leading you? To the Ace of Pentacles, to the God, to the most beautiful energy of a material energy. It's this wealth, it's power, it's the most beautiful energy there is. It's God giving you the opportunity to make more money, new money, money that is giving you a different power, a different wealth, understanding that your survival is guaranteed, that you're okay, that you don't have to worry at all, that you have to just understand the cycles, that you have to understand that what you're going through the dark month of Capricorn is giving you an opportunity to look deeper into what was limiting you and to let go of that limiting emotional level, right? You even get another ace here. You get the Ace of Cups handed by God, right? And of course, after that is the Age of Aquarius. There is all possibilities up in the individual. And you have the Ace of Cup here in the Four of Cups. And you have the Ace of Cups here in the Ace of Cups, right? So you are clearly understanding that this 11 portal is bringing a new possibility to make your money. Letting go of what was negative, maybe around money, letting it go will make you have more. And what's underneath is that inner light of the wands. You are the King of Wands. You are the one that's sitting here. And now it's coming back and it's saying, yes, the number 9, the light, the number 9, the letting go of the thoughts, finding the white bird, finding the liberation, finding the fire to continue and to continue and to continue and to continue. That's the cycle of infinity, which is above your head. It's really infinite possibilities of coming and going, of learning and growing, of being small, of being big, of being right, of being left, of being in, of being out. Infinite. So you will learn that the light burns within you. You will know that you have the want, the fire, the creative ideas to make money again. That's it. That's your reading. My dear Leo, you will do it. You will do it. You will find the Age of Aquarius, right? There is the Mercury in Aquarius and the Gemini. There is a Gemini. There's an Aquarian energy. Those are the people that are here today, right? But look into making yourself liberate and know and trust this work that you've been doing, right? Know and trust this work. This is all you need to do. I think this is going to be the cover. The dark month, black and white, opposites are here so that we can grow and learn, continuously evolve. I hope I see you in the next reading, because Aquarius is here. And that's where we're going. The sun is moving into Aquarius in the next month, in your next reading. Until then, I thank you so much for watching. I wish you a happy Christmas. Namaste.